Last time on the Tale Untold, our heroes were adventuring in the caves near Port Townsend, looking to save some kidnapped villagers from a horde of goblins. Following an ominous buzzing noise through the caves, the team found a large cavern littered with snail corpses the size of elephants. After making a bit of a ruckus, the party noticed a swarm of giant wasps descending from the roof towards them. Now, back to the action.
So can everyone roll initiative?
Yes.
Do I roll with disadvantage since I'm not looking at the wasp?
By the time since you're not looking at the wasp,
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, I'm facing the crowd with my back to the room like an idiot.
no, you're still.
Roguish,
You drew your
skills.
sword. You're still kind of looking out for danger.
13.
So, you guys are kind of coming from the east. You guys have positioned yourself in the neck of it.
So there are lots of shells obscuring the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going over here. That's like here, like, come on, there's nothing behind me.
Okay. And then initiative, the wasp got a. Roll the oh, that's better for you guys. He got a 6.
Well, the wasp was about to get effed.
And before we start, can I get a perception check from everyone?
Sure.
Yes.
Good up.
In traditional mirth fashion, a 3.
Perception.
Perception.
So 11.
I got a 16 on that one.
12.
You guys can tell that you hear more buzzing than just this, but you cannot see any other wasps other than the one there.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Daniel, look behind you.
What? Oh.
You guys did it. Perfect.
Oh.
Everforth, your turn.
All right, not too crazy this time. Might as well attempt to be brave here and get a little bit closer to it.
Okay.
Sword drawn, pose kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay. Are you action, bonus action?
Oh, sorry. No action or bonus actions this time. I'm gonna dash over here and hide behind a shell as cover.
Perfect. Who's next?
Me
Yuck.
going to shoot it with my Eldritch Blast, because that's what I do. Ooh, that's an 18 to hit.
Okay. That hits. And you do damage.
Okay. That is 8 force and 2 magical bludgeoning.
Okay. It falls right down.
Come on.
That's a good job. Gah.
I didn't even get a chance to shoot it.
It's all thanks to my training.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys know that there are more. You can tell the sounds are still there.
Keep shooting off firebolts to draw them in.
Okay.
I mean, I'll happily shoot blindly into the ceiling.
Yeah, this time I'll probably shoot up high, having realized that those buggers came from above.
And meanwhile, Aberforth just watches in bewilderment as his companions try to recreate the scene from Predator.
We're steering firebolts.
Yep.
Can you just roll a D100?
I'm also just holding an Eldritch Blast ready, this first one that I see from the flames.
49.
49. Okay, so you catch a flash of something as one of your firebolts goes by. You can narrow it down to somewhere in this area, also flying up.
Can I see it since it's within my dark vision?
Yeah, so with that bit of light that helps you kind of find it in the darkness, you can spot it out of its kind of stealth.
It's right there.
Let's
And I
put
point at it.
here.
Now we're kind of at like a choke point right now, right?
You are.
Mhm.
Where that's probably a good thing for us.
Yes, which is why I had us back into this area.
But they're just snails, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Murph, you shot off a firebolt. You've got a bonus action.
I'm going to pass my lantern to Wit, who is just perched on my shoulder.
Okay.
Just put it in his little beak, or maybe just over his head or something like that, so that I have my hands free. And I am going to, one hand with my sword, the other hand with my little marote. I am going to cast. These things probably don't have. Must have dark vision. They're not using tremor sense or anything like that. Yeah, I guess there's not much I can do with my bonus action right now. I'm not going to do my
Blade Song?
Blade Song. No, I only have 2 of those a day. And I've used up one this morning during our little off-screen stuff, so I only have one left. I'm saving that for the goblins. So yeah, I guess I'm done.
Okay. Who's next?
Well, then it's my turn, I guess.
Daniel. Okay, Daniel, you got one in front of you. It's about 10 feet up, so you could probably hit it with a sword.
My crossbow is what I have in my hand, so I'm
yeah,
going to
you got
zap it with
crossbow.
that.
Okay.
My attack is 17.
17
Assume that
hits.
probably does hit. So 10 even on the damage.
10 even. That will hit and drop it. Bam. Okay.
This crossbow's new. That felt really good.
Aberforth, come back here. They have to come to us.
He gives a dramatic sigh. Fine.
Or you can keep hiding behind the shell.
Tactically preparing behind the shell.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the end of my move is just me taking... Oh! It got really big there for a second, sorry. It's me moving back here. And I will bonus action take the dodge action.
Got it. All right.
+5 to my AC.
Or
You get it disadvantage. They get
It's
disadvantage.
yeah, they get
Okay.
disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been reading a
Thank
lot of 3.5 and things are a little fuzzy in this head.
Okay, so now it is the wasp's turn. And you guys are going to basically... Where is the light coming to? What the torch is...
120 gets all the way to the end there.
How wide is the cone on that?
I think it's just a standard D&D cone.
90,
It's just like
90
it
degrees.
increases by like 1 square every square forward.
Okay. Does Wit have dark vision at all?
No, but he has better perception than I do.
He has better
so-
perception. You do. Okay.
Yeah, +3.
You will then catch 2 more of these wasps kind of sneaking around on the corners. And you're going to see one burst out of that central one that looked pristine. And with this buzzing intensifying as all of these wasps are getting riled up, you are going to have this, spray glop onto the ground over it.
That's a beautiful metamorphosis.
Yeah, so you see it spray this glop onto the cave floor here as this wasp comes out. and
Yeah,
flies
I might have been wrong about it being the life cycle. I think these might be predatory. I mean, I've been wrong before, but...
Well, I mean, so far it seems like they're the prey.
Okay.
Pour on the heat.
And then, well, these other 2 came into view with their movement. This one burst out. He's gonna move up. He's gonna make it here and attack Aberforth.
Oh, why poor me?
You're in front.
Because you're in range.
Says the guy who is the outlier.
Details.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
Oh
Ow.
no! It's happening again.
That's why I have healing potions.
10 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Okay, I got 8 left.
Okay. And that will be that bee's wasp's turn. And that'll be the rest of the wasps. So back to Aberforth.
Okay. I forget, disengage counts as a movement, right?
No,
Is
it's an action.
Action.
Unless you're a rogue.
Unless you happen to be a rogue.
No, I am not that.
These things are so weak, you might be able to just
Yeah.
and kill it, and then get out of there.
I'm gonna
If
super
not-
regret this, but I'm gonna wait. I need give me a second. I need
Aberforth
to
wouldn't
check
run
one of my
away.
spells just to make sure that I do this right.
Don't cast Fireball. You're in range.
Well, I wanna.
I said I cast Fireball. Just hope you have fire resistance.
The range for Fireball, for the record, is this currently.
Fortunately, I don't think any of us have that spell.
Yet.
We have the
Give it
miniature
time.
versions
of such things. Yes,
Time.
that's on my list. Fireball is on my list. I haven't actually played a wizard that has received Fireball ever in my like
It's only a second
30
level
odd
spell.
years of playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm getting it this time.
You gotta get
Dang
to
it.
like 5th level. Unless Mirth dies right now.
So first, I'm going to activate a bonus action, Searing Smite,
Okay.
Sweet.
and then I'm going to have a nice sweeping slash across the thing's body,
All right.
or a 10th one. That's a 19 on the die.
That'll hit.
All right,
Assuming you don't have a -6.
that's a 10.
10 total damage.
10 total.
All right. That will slice it in half.
I'm gonna, yes, I'm victorious! He shouts as he runs back to his teammates.
Okay.
Brave, Sir Robin.
Yeah.
Aberforth.
And that'll be the turn.
All right. Who's next? Gick.
Yuck.
Perilous.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot the one that's closest to us that I can see. It's an 18 again
That will hit.
for 6 force and 2 bludgeoning, so 8 total.
Okay. It is alive.
He's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
I feel fine.
A bonus action movement.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm good.
Danian? No. Mirth.
I'd like to be creative, but I think at this range, Firebolt might be the only thing that I can do. Can I get a gander up at the roof? What does the roof look like? Can I see it from here?
You can see that it's a pretty tall ceiling. You can see some snail bodies that have kind of climbed up onto the side a bit. But I don't think you're getting a great amount of light onto the ceiling.
Okay. Are there any snail bodies directly above any of these wasps?
Above the wasps?
Yes. Like I could shoot
Um,
them and they would fall down
yeah.
and squish the wasps.
Yeah, there's definitely snail carcasses you could hit that would hit either one of them.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it because I don't want to just keep firing firebolts.
I like it.
Be creative.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot one of these things. I guess like these guys that are both kind of close to the wall. So presumably,
Yeah.
if there's something on the
Mhm.
wall there, I could like
Totally.
smack one and try and shoot it down
Yeah, totally.
with a firebolt.
Are you going for the one that's already damaged or the other one?
So this one's already damaged.
Yes, it's taken 8 damage.
Okay, it's probably tactically the smart. In which case, why did I just shoot a firebolt? No, I'm gonna shoot I'm shooting it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the wounded one.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Play fast and wild like me. It's fun.
Fast and loose.
16.
16. Oh, that'll hit the snail shell for sure. Let me.
And it's only 3 points of damage, but probably would have been able to kill the wasp if I just shot it.
I mean, these snail shells are pretty weak as it is. I think just hitting it's enough to make a drop. It didn't really matter
Okay.
what damage you rolled.
Cool.
Let's see how much
It's like
damage.
a desiccated husk above.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna drop, and I didn't need all this damage, but just so you know, it does 10 damage. It completely squashes Tim there, so he's
Sweet.
flattened out.
Nice.
Yeah. Mirth pulls out his little marote, which is his rod, His rod, yeah.
Mhm.
That has a little like mirth head on top. It's like
It's
a
a
jester's
jester's
stick. Yeah, jester's rod. And he like swings it around in the air and then points it over at the snail, and a fireball erupts out of little Mirth's mouth and shoots up and knocks down the snail and smushes the wasp.
Okay. Fantastic.
That still
Um,
only counts as one.
I think you're reciting lines from another play that I heard of.
Yes.
Enough
that one was
plays.
only okay. Really would have been better if we renovated the set a little. Another time.
Enough plays, you two. He raises his crossbow and is going to shoot at the remaining one that he can see, since the other one is downed.
all right. What's the range on crossbow?
80 feet without disadvantage. Past that has disadvantage. I'm pretty sure I have range.
You are 85 feet. 90
80?
feet.
90 to be exact.
90
Hey,
feet.
I'll roll with disadvantage.
I mean, you can
Do it.
walk 10 feet.
No, I'm intending to retreat.
Okay.
So my first roll was an 18. Second roll's a 9.
Will you live to regret
um,
that? What's
So
your
9
total? Or 9 on the die?
with the disadvantage for going at distance.
Well, 9 will not hit.
So I miss him because he sees it coming.
He just kind of like loses velocity in the air.
Everyone retreat. We'll figure out a way to collapse the tunnel if we can. But I'd rather not have them. I'd rather have them in a tunnel in a straight line, if you know what I mean. So I'm booking. I'm heading
You're
back
moving.
down
Okay.
the tunnel just enough feet to encourage my fellows, and then have to obviously stop to reload my crossbow and all jazz.
Okay. In case you guys forget, that does let you retreat with him.
What does
if you
that count
want
as?
to.
Is that a reaction or?
Yeah, reaction to move. I believe
retreat.
was your movement.
I don't think we are fully extricating ourselves. We're just
Falling back gently.
falling back. So is
I
that
could-
retreat mechanic?
Yeah.
Does that apply here as well?
Yep. As long as
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Cool.
kind of testing it out. You guys are the guinea pigs. But yeah, if someone is generally retreating, everyone gets to, just to avoid, if he wants to fully retreat, he can fully retreat without feeling like he's just leaving you guys to get attacked.
I'll still stay a little bit ahead.
I'm falling back and taking the hide action for my bonus action.
All right. Who's next? Wasps? Wasps. Okay, so that one was
As
squished.
we fall back.
He's still there. Okay.
Yuck,
so
don't be a
they
hero. Come on.
move.
Why are we running away? We're doing so good.
Because we want to funnel them. It's like water. You want it in your mouth, not on your shirt, right? So we're trying to get it into the mouth of the cave.
The word is befuddle, not fuddle, you imbecile.
Aberforth, if we live, I promise I'll teach you the difference.
Can I get a perception check from everyone?
23.
19. Hey,
8.
2319. I just got that.
18.
Okay, so you guys, that was kind of a group check, so you didn't quite do it. So you've lost sight of this wasp. You saw it go out of the light around here, but now it's in darkness. How far?
60.
So you can see out to... Yeah, so you can't see it either. So you guys have lost sight on this. It's hiding with its action. And you guys can go ahead. From the top, Aberforth.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of lying in wait, trying not to die. Is there... I forget, what are the rules on delaying actions in this system?
You can ready an action and then use your reaction to do it later. You have to let me know what is going to trigger that action, but it can be as simple as you see the wasp again.
Or take the dodge action if you want to be prepared for attack.
What does the dodge action do again?
Gives
It
opponents
makes-
disadvantage on attacking you, and you get advantage on saving throws.
You know what? I'm kind of hurting. Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I
Um,
think that'll be all.
Okay. Gek. You're
I
up.
can see the one that's injured, or is there still one that's there?
No, the one that's injured was crushed by a snail. We're just keeping it there because it was cool that it got crushed.
Then I'll just back up and hold my action and look around for the first thing that I see to shoot at.
All right, so you're holding your action. Merce next? What are you doing?
I am going to move up into the side here with wit
Okay.
and
change to the light.
angle the light in the direction where the wasp is, given that we've lost sight of it.
Okay. Can I get an investigation check? Unless there's something else that looks
That's
better.
fine. That would be a 16.
You cannot find the wasp yet.
Okay, in which case I
But you
will...
can adjust your light.
Someone's been doing that for me. Oh.
Someone help him out with the light. Okay, so you tried to find the wasp. Did not find the wasp. That might have been Wit's action. I don't know exactly how it works.
Yeah, and so I'm going to take the dodge action and wait to see what happens.
Okay. Danyan, what are you doing?
I'm going to shout to all my compatriots. Does anyone have any sort of magical ability to move stone or otherwise collapse this tunnel so we can flee?
I can make berries.
I can make fire bolts.
Grant.
I try to warm the walls with prestidigitation.
Not that again yet. We talked about that. In that case, what I'm going to do is...
How tall is this tunnel? Like, what's the diameter on this baby?
Where you
How high is
guys
the ceiling?
are, it's 15 feet, kind of going to 10, closer to where Danyan is.
So,
And
okay,
it's pretty tall in the actual open area.
there was some of those carcasses behind us as well, right?
Yeah, those ones
Just
were
one that's full
pretty
size.
broken apart though.
Right.
But
Like,
yes,
but it wouldn't be able to fill this whole
not with what's there.
tunnel. No, okay, yeah, because these things are like 9 feet tall and would have been just about big enough. But yeah, okay, I think we're going to have to eradicate them unless you have some way of blocking this cave.
Nope. Fires off another one blindly into the darkness where he last saw the thing. No, meta knowing I'll miss, but he's going to do it anyways.
Okay, then the wasp is going to dash to catch up to you guys. Yeah, he's gonna go right there.
Bro!
Would I have seen him?
Yeah, you all see him now.
I hope so.
Yeah. You would. Oh yeah, you held your
I
action.
was holding.
No.
Yeah, I held
Yeah,
my
so
action
you
to shoot
would
the
get
first
a
thing
you
that
would get a
popped up.
shot on him when he
Okay.
kind of rounds the corner here.
Cool. That is a 25 to hit.
That will hit. Jeez.
Was it a nat 20 though? Minimum damage 7
Okay, it's still up.
total.
Agonizing blast.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna
Plus the
catch
genie's
up
wrath.
there.
That's Genie's Wrath. Yeah.
All right, you guys had dodge. Well, that's wit. Okay, yeah, right there. And it's turn. Aberforth, your turn.
All right, I'm going to do a little bit of the slicey slice.
The
or
slicey
attempt to.
slice. All right.
It's from my official. Wow, I'm doing good today. That was a nat 20.
All right.
Woo! I
That.
probably didn't need anything close to that.
No, I don't think so. How do you do it? Especially with your nat 20.
I'm gonna say that I probably go just actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is as it's sort of charging at us, as it's coming in between myself and
Uh-huh.
everyone else, I stab it up from the gut and then change its trajectory so it slams into the wall.
Oh, good. I love it. It's swinging around.
I mean, it's not gonna do a ton of damage. It does 5 damage.
That kills him. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you stab through it, sling it against the wall. It, kind of crumples into the wall. Bits of a couple hairs kind of fluff up into the air and float down. Can I get a nature check from whoever's got the best nature?
I'm not even close
Ranger
to proficient.
probably.
Does anyone have more than a +1?
I have +4, but I'm not trained, not proficient.
I'm not proficient either.
No.
I
All
went
right.
with like stealth and insight and such. I went for more
All
of
right.
like the daring adventurer, like explorer type of ranger than the nature man.
I got an 8, and
got
I'm not proficient
16.
either.
16.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can, having seen one explode out of these snails now, you can sense that the rest of the buzzing that you're hearing is kind of muddled. You can get the sense that it is coming from inside snails and not actively flying around. You get the sense
Oh.
that more of these might pop out, but there aren't any actively in the area.
Well, at this
Yeah.
point, I think we've kicked over the hornet's nest. Retreating to fight the goblins with those at our back is probably not a good idea. So I think we need to finish the job. These things don't seem to be too particularly bright, and we have power at range. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, this is kind of fun. Should we blast more shells? And I just look to the first empty shell and I Eldritch blast it.
It just takes it and slop goes everywhere.
This is great.
Adds
This is the
a
best
crack
day
to
ever.
the shell.
Best ever.
You know, you're making noise, and you're aware when you're doing this that it's is
That's fine.
making
Quiet
noise.
now, my craggy little friend.
My shirt?
Don't worry about it. Turn a bit near.
I think, yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna have. We should be watching our back in case the goblins come and ambush us again.
They have not taken like any losses so far in this whole scenario.
Right.
The
So
goblins.
This session.
Yeah, no. Last session, you got 3 of them.
So I think. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Is this a good time for a short rest, maybe?
What are we going to show rest for?
Okay, fine. I know I'm the only one who lost damage, but
Someone got injured? Who got injured from
Take
this
a
little
potion
wasp?
and drink it.
Oh my gosh. How could you possibly get injured from little wasp?
The dragon one is a point, but either way, Aberfold, take a potion, drink it, feel better.
so I grab a potion. I kind of do I swirl it a little bit like it's a wine glass, and then I just kind of chug.
Okay, you can roll your healing.
How much does it heal?
They're all common 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Okay. Say, D4 is a 1. Second D4 is a 2. So 5. Wait, 5.
Yeah,
Yes,
5.
I can do math.
There you go.
Forgive me, I'm an English teacher. Numbers are hard.
All right. Okay, what are you guys doing? You can't quite see the full extent of this room, but you get the sense it can't be. Well, with the dim light, you can make out the full room. It kind of arcs to the north and seems to continue kind of around the corner, but it's narrowing at that point, and it seems like it's gonna go back to a tunnel if you continue that way. And there's the way behind
So
you that you can see.
So we could sneak our way through the cavern, is what you're saying, and there'd be a passage that continues on.
Yeah.
Is it arcing towards the goblins?
It is. The goblins are north.
Okay, I'm down with just like sleuthing our way through here, not blowing up any more snails, unless we
Who
need
has-
to.
So, who has the lowest stealth rating here?
I have a +5.
That's
That's-
pretty high.
That's pretty good.
He's been hanging out with me, I have a plus 6.
Yeah, I got that too.
Good stuff.
I got a +3 then.
Oh,
I'm
that,
the lowest.
we got a fairly stealthy party. I like that.
Ooh,
Just
no
confirm, does
paladins.
anybody have any like disadvantage armor on?
Nope.
No.
Okay, we're fine then. Yeah, let's stealth away.
Bonus
Okay.
action hide and go.
So you guys are gonna kind of try to stealthily work your way through the snail bits.
Yeah, I think we hug the northern wall and follow that up.
And I'd probably guide them while the lantern has its hood up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got it down so that only like a little crevice of light is shining just around my feet so that I can not trip and fall and die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using my beautiful, beautiful elf eyes.
Are you guys doing anything with the carcass you guys are going to be passing by?
The
Besides spitting at it?
one over here. You know what?
Just out of curiosity.
I think, can I like yoink out the wasp stinger, the one that was over here,
Yeah.
and then
Can-
I'll harvest the one over there as well. You know what? One might be better is to use nature to see if it's actually worth taking first before I pull them out.
Sure.
Like any spell
Yeah,
components or
make a nature check.
useful alchemy components or something. 13.
I mean, you imagine it could be useful, but you don't have any immediate uses in mind at the moment.
Yeah, well, if it's anything like a normal wasp, it'll have like a venom sac or something. I'll try and yank out the stinger and
Mhm.
harvest the venom sac out of the one that's near us. I probably won't do that, the one in the middle of the room, because,
you've got the one
hanging
right
out
there.
to carve out a venom sac from a wasp in the middle of a room filled with more wasps is probably not a great idea.
Okay, can I get a strength check from you?
That is not my strong suit, but I can. Oh, 18.
All right, you can lop it off cleanly and tuck it in your bag, in your inventory.
Sweet.
Got a little
Wasp stinger and venom
wasp
sac.
stinger. Giant wasp thing. Okay, and then can I get stealth from everybody?
Yeah. Ooh, that is good. That would be
18.
21.
Yeah, 11.
15.
Okay, so going along that wall, you'll all be able to. You'll continue on. You'll hear kind of that muttered buzzing occasionally from a pretty intact snail shell as you pass by, but it doesn't seem to change. And as you walk by it, you don't catch it from too many, maybe one or two. And then you're now getting to this other end of you're exiting this large kind of opening here. The tunnel returns to being kind of the naturally formed rock, about 10 feet wide, going forward. And it's going to start tending upward, this tunnel, and it's gonna go for a good ways before eventually forking. And at that fork, you're gonna notice one side, you start hearing the chittering again, and on the walls, you can actually see some paint of hands put onto the walls there, and it's sounding kind of consistent with the goblin noises you were hearing before. And then on the
Okay.
other side, it looked pretty similar to the rest of them. You get a vague kind of salty smell coming from that direction, and it's pretty humid. But that probably all you kind of pick up at first glance.
Okay. So I say in a whispered voice, shall we go towards the goblins or down this other way? I say we go after the goblins.
Well, I mean, we might as well do what we came here to do in the first place, I suppose. You're not going to exactly rack up any legends for slaying insects.
Well, you did self-report that you were quite the hero when fighting a pig. So,
Well, that's a separate thing. That is not an insect, you see. Although I can see how one of such humble origins of yourself might not worry about such trifling details, I suppose.
Especially if it was some pig.
Exactly. You see, my dear friend here knows the difference.
Mirth rolls his eyes so hard. Good. Like his whole head goes back as he does it.
I have dark vision. Can I see this?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I love how, like, probably everyone can see this except the one person who would be on Mirth's side.
All right. So, let's
You guys are going toward the
Tally ho.
chittering and the
Yep.
white
Towards
hands and prints.
Yes. I guess none of us know Goblin or like, can I like roll a history check or something like that to see if I like remember anything about Goblin signage?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Again,
I
goblins
don't know if that's
pretty common.
You see an ancient Goblinese yield sign.
Yeah.
Some of them even live in the cities, though they typically, are kind of outcasts.
So, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You can tell that these are kind of territorial markings, kind of showing that this part of the cave is Goblin Cave, and you get it, there you found these snails and wasps, and so you get the sense that there might be other things living in these caves that would prompt the goblins to need to show their territory within the cave system, not just they own the
Yeah.
whole cave.
So this is safe beyond this point for goblins. Danger further away.
That was a history check.
Yeah.
Looking at it, can you also make a nature check?
Yes.
Whilst he's doing all this,
15.
Daniel's just walking past him and is paying the handprints no mind.
Okay.
He's not the wisest chap.
So you will notice some of these handprints don't seem to match the others. They aren't quite goblin in form. You can tell, that they seem still kind of monstrous. They've got kind of like large, kind of not refined fingers. You can tell that they've got kind of like claw tips at the end of them that come more to
I
a
put
point
my
than like
hand
a
up to the
fingernail.
cave wall. Does it look like my hand at all?
There is one pretty low to the ground handprint that
Whoa.
seems closer to that seems to match your hand pretty well.
I use prestidigitation to clean it up.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can rinse just the one hand or all of them?
Just the one that looks like it could be a kobold.
Okay. Are you trying to do this so that the other people don't see? Or are you just
Kind of, but I know that two of them can't see. I don't really know about my new friend.
I mean, Mirth is looking is inspecting these. Right?
Oh.
So
I say like,
I assume he's
look
pointing
above.
the light
and
at him.
and I look the opposite direction and then
Okay, can I
and
get
then
a
I
sleight
do
of
it.
hand check?
Sweet.
And Mirth, you can make a perception check.
That is
5.
a 20 dirty.
Can I also
Yeah,
make
you
a
beat my
perception
5.
test since I can, since I have dark vision?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
I'm very sneaky.
This is the smoothest Gek has ever been.
Or yuck, very smooth. Just wait.
My
I love
die
it.
is cursed when doing perception checks.
Apparently.
5,
Apparently.
6.
Okay, so Daniel's moved on. He's probably gotten a bit of head at this point. So you're gonna kind of see, after a little bit of distance, you're gonna start to see torchlight flickering off the walls of the cave, and the chittering is gonna get louder. And
Approach with stealth and cane at hand. Not drawn yet, just ready.
okay, so you can walk all the way up to the light, and you kind of peek around the corner if you want, and you'll basically see the opening. This is opening up to a pretty simple city. You're kind of caught up with because you're walking up, and you've walked a good ways kind of into a loop, and now you're basically entering the top level of where those goblins were coming down to you from.
Cool.
So they're kind of like shacks built into the cliff wall. It's kind of opened up. There's even kind of stalls that seem for a bit of a market. You can hear kind of goblins kind of racing back and forth. Quickly, we need to get going. The orcs aren't gonna like this. And they go racing off. You see like 4 of them run past the little hole that you're poking out of, and they're kind of grabbing it. One of them grabs a spear from one of the stalls, and they go racing off toward the cavern opening that is there.
I had, I'm sorry, did somebody say orcs? I was not informed of
I
orcs.
did. I whispered it very quietly. Would you do the same? Orcs and
places.
goblins.
After those goblins run past, the area is pretty clear. It kind of roused any of the remaining ones. So in the current kind of node you're at, opening that you're at, you don't see any remaining goblins or monsters of any kind.
Are there any signs of families living here, or is it just like a raiding party, just like weapons and like, yeah. I want to know if this is a proper city or just like a camp.
You know, there is kind of, it's set up for a bit of trade. You can see some of these booths have hanging goods, mostly hunks of meat and signage. So that it's a little sophisticated. It seems civilized to an extent. And you don't see any like families, but you also don't really see living quarters in this area.
Okay. Just stalls and such.
Yeah, stalls,
Okay.
crates and things.
Can I see, like, are they going down the elevator? Or are they just going down a ramp of some sort?
Can I get a perception check?
Don't make me do perception. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna pick a different die.
Good.
16.
Okay.
You're my perception die.
You can't see them going down any of the open cavern isn't visible from where you are. You're kind of in a
Nook.
But you distinctly hear the pulleys and the kind of creaking of taut rope.
All right. I'm
So you get
gonna
the sense.
sneak. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up ahead so that I can get a line of sight on that.
Okay. Can I get a stealth roll?
Another one? What am I made of? Stealth checks? 15.
Okay. Yeah, you can get you can tell they're pretty distracted, and with the stalls you can kind of jump between them and stay out of view pretty easily. And you can follow them along and you can see them. Yeah, they're lowering down. And you hear them kind of mumbling at each other. Like, how did we let one of those get away? I can't believe Grunk did that. He should have known better. And you hear them kind of discussing and kind of yelling at each other about how the orcs are going to be so mad at them. They've, that they're angry that they're having to go kind of get up and at them. That's one of them sleepy and complaining about that. And
How many of them? Sorry, go ahead.
So there were the 4 that ran by. There's one that's kind of like manning the pulley system, and you're getting, 2 or 3 going onto that at a time and being lowered down, and then a couple more show up and he lowers them down and pulls it up again.
No, okay.
Because most of the city is built into like the side of the cavern, so most of them are coming from other nooks parallel to this nook. And they do kind of let slip that seems to be one of those people that was kidnapped who's escaped. And they're kind of trying to chase that person down.
Do I see any signs of the other ones?
The
other
other
ones?
prisoners?
Kidnapped individuals? Yeah.
Can I get a
Do a
investigation?
perception check.
Investigation.
Okay, I'm better at that.
No.
I'm better at that.
Good looking.
15? No, 14, sorry. 14. Not quite 15.
You spot a little strip of fabric across the way that seems to be, nicer than it's like dyed with kind of a bright color, so it stands out. Not really what you've seen these goblins wearing so far. And it's kind of snagged on a bit of like a fray of the wooden stall that it's caught on. You can tell even that for it to have snagged that way, they would have been going back toward the other direction, so away from the cave entrance.
Deeper into the cave.
Deeper into the cave.
Okay.
Away from where the
Yes.
goblins are now.
What's the word, Nerf?
One of the hostages seems to have escaped. I think we need to give him or her a better chance and take out some of these goblins.
Well, I'm all for murdering of the small green folk. Of course, none of them are dragonborn, of course, my small friend. However, what was your plan, Murph?
We take out the guy with the pulleys and they'll be stranded down there, and then we just shoot them until they're dead.
would you like me to do it? It seems predicated on a very good shot.
Yeah. Jack is pretty good at killing things at range too. Go ahead though. You're better at the sneaky stuff.
Okay.
All right, so that is
What
what
do
I
you-
intend to do, to stealthily set up a sneak attack on this goblin
Okay.
Oh, so are you going to snipe him with a bow?
with a crossbow.
Is it okay if I can get in there with my longbow and shoot a second shot in case he misses?
Is it okay if I do that with my Eldritch Blast, but I pretend like it's a bow?
You all ready yourselves.
Okay.
Just have
Yeah.
like this
Mine
like
doesn't kill
stealth
him.
firing squad.
Yeah.
As soon as this guy's down, we're gonna start raining bloody hell on the goblins below.
You know
so...
what? No. I will bring out my crossbow just so I could be one of them.
One of us.
Can
One
anyone
of us.
who's preparing for this shot, can I get a stealth check?
Sweet.
Okay.
Another one?
Oh, natural one.
Ooh.
Ooh, a 12.
14. I think we're letting Daniel
Daniel.
go first,
And
though.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going first.
The 19
Yeah.
helps.
He
Okay.
was always going first. We were just gonna help
And then,
afterwards.
okay. So now can I get an attack roll from everyone?
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to wait until
ready?
Daniel's shot goes off to redirect my attacks. So,
Okay, yeah. Anyone who's in the like initial shot. He's kind of like
Oh shit. Nice.
Remind me, it's the roll plus your modifier, either strength or dex, plus your proficiency bonus if you're using the right weapon. Right.
yeah. Is this a sneak attack? So are we getting advantage?
yeah,
Or a
you
surprise
guys
round?
yeah, he doesn't see you. You guys all have advantage.
Cool.
Just,
I don't really think I need it.
Okay. I rolled on my attack a 15 to hit.
that will hit.
I got the 24.
I
That
got a
will
23.
hit even more. It will more hit.
And more hit.
Okay, so since I'm attacking him and he is not aware of my presence, I have advantage, which is sneak attack.
Yeah.
So 1d8 plus 4. Okay, it's a 7 plus 4 and 11 plus 1d6. That's a total of 12. Yes,
I just want to know the grand total that everyone does at this point, because this goblin's dead, but I need to know how intimidated.
How dead?
that- How
Yeah.
like as his body goes flying off this cliff wall, I need to know how intimidated the rest of the goblins are.
I'm trying to be stealthy and just cause him to slump over the edge quietly.
You should all shot him with 4 bolts.
Yeah. I'm aiming my shot at the rope that has the that's holding the elevator to cause the goblins to plummet that are on it to plummet to the ground.
Right, yeah. I think I figured stealth was going to be lost once the thing had plummeted. Anyways. My dog is very
I mean, not much. I got 2 damage on him.
okay.
I got 9.
9. And some of that's
Mhm.
force damage, though, so...
No, I used a crossbow.
To the crossbow.
Oh, that's right.
You still get
Okay.
you still get to add your bludgeoning, your
Genie's
genie. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a 7 plus 2.
Okay. What was the grand total of that? Almost 30 something?
Yeah.
Was
It
a lot, yeah.
explodes.
Yeah, this goblin explodes. He's got arrows in him. He flies off this cliff wall. He's spinning in the air as he's tumbling into this crowd of goblins. They pause for a moment to kind of see what's going on. They see all the arrows inside this goblin's chest. They're gonna start
Oh.
panicking and trying to make for the exits.
Well, and then as they're doing that, I'm shooting the rope on the elevator to cause the platform to plummet. Any goblins on it or under it? Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a couple on that one. They're already, not the person who was slowly lowering them down has
Okay.
has parried.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
they're
that the whole rope just kind of falls.
it's not a clean
But you
break.
cut it
it's
anyway,
kind
so
of
good job.
Yeah. Well, then I'll
Um,
just shoot
but
at
it kind
the goblins below.
swings and slides around. Okay, and then you guys are gonna start picking off the goblins down there. Okay.
Do you want us to make all of our attacks all together again? And then you can then deal with the goblins en masse.
They're going to be able to retaliate. Do they have any ranged weapons?
They
other than
have
their
bows.
spears? Yeah. So they might
But
do
you guys
a,
could pretty
fighting
easily.
retreat.
Yeah, they're not really intending. They understand that they are. You guys can just kind of pop out, shoot, and pop back.
Wait,
they'd be-
quick question. Is it possible to fire a longbow from prone?
Yeah.
No.
Sideways?
yeah, you can Legend of Zelda it.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you
But
can.
that's the whole point of the crossbow.
It is a sideways bow.
Oh, you think that there's a point to crossbows? I say as I lie down.
Bow and turn your bow sideways. This is how you crossbow.
Elven training. He's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can pick them off as you're going. Can everyone roll like 46?
46.
18 for Danyan.
16 from Earth.
14.
10.
Like the descending.
Okay.
Y'all
Yeah.
getting good numbers. I was like, hit him with a
Um,
rock.
Okay, so you guys are really pretty much massacring these goblins.
All right, we're the good
Yeah,
guys, right? Right?
that's how
best
many
guys.
arrows are hitting. Some of them might not be fatal, but you guys are kind of taking your pot shots.
By the way, are we counting arrows in this campaign?
No, oh my god.
Okay.
No
I mean,
infinitum.
It's assumed every time you go into town that you restock up on all of them. 100 arrows, whatever. You're fine. So you guys definitely thin down the goblins. They're definitely, even the ones that aren't dead are fleeing. There are all these kind of like tunnel, and they're holding torches, so you can start seeing a bit more of the cave structure now. There's all these kinds of holes dug into the sides of the cavern, and they're kind of filling into those holes on the far side. So kind of going away from you. You do notice across the way there are a handful of orcs who seem to have been kind of overviewing this situation, and they're making a fuss. You can't quite make out exactly what they're saying over there, but they're kind of regrouping.
What's the distance in feet?
More than 120, less than 120. That's what I got to know. And presumably Gyak too.
It would be about 100, 110, but these orcs are diagonally down, so they're closer to like 150.
No.
So you could like try to go across the ravine to get into a closer range with them, but you'd have to be kind of like straight across from them to be within 120
I'll
feet of
shoot
them.
a disadvantage at them.
Okay, go for it. Can you
I
make an
love
attack
this
roll?
long range. First roll's 25.
Okay.
Second roll's a natural 20.
All
For
right.
26.
Dang disadvantage.
They take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Well, one of them. I imagine with the distance, it's kind of random who gets hit.
Yeah, you kind of pick a crowd. How much damage was that again? Was it 12?
A grand total of 12.
Okay. So he's still up across the way. They're gonna start retreating into the things unless someone else is gonna try to fire at disadvantage.
I'll go for a pot shot.
How
Okay.
far away did you say it was?
About 160,
150.
50, 60.
Yeah, I'll shoot a disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, you know what? No, I shot an Eldritch Blast, which only has a range of 120 feet, and I did get a crit, but because it's only at 120 feet, it just looks really cool, and then fizzles out right before I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on. and
Perfectly
then it goes
lined
away.
up on his head. You can see
Yeah.
it like, oh, he's gonna turn his face. It's gonna hit him right between the eyes, and then it just stops. Right.
Exactly.
All right. So I get a 3 at the die, so I'm assuming I have like 4 fire, and it just like hits a stalagmite.
Yeah, it just pings off the cliff, but it's enough to make him kind of take cover again.
Aberforth, do you need glasses?
My eyes are perfect. I can still see more than you.
Can I move up
Gently.
30 feet and then get within 120 and then shoot?
Can you fly?
Well, he said you could advance.
Yeah, because there's platforms built
Yeah.
into the cliff. Yeah, you can move along there.
Sure, I'll move up
I
and
forgot
then
about the
I'll
platforms.
shoot a fire bolty at
Okay.
the wounded guy.
Yeah, still trying to hit that one guy.
I'll follow behind and probably sheath my bow, pull out my sword.
18.
Okay. 18 will hit. Roll damage.
9.
Okay, you pick him up right as he's rounding the corner. At this point, all the rest of them have taken cover into the nooks, into the cliffside. But yeah, you catch that guy right as he's stepping around the corner. So it's kind of eerily quiet.
Are they completely obscured, or partially obscured?
No, full cover. They've gone into the nooks and crannies.
All right.
There are bridges across, so you're not directly at a bridge, but you could try to follow a bridge. There's all these other nooks and crannies you don't know. You saw kind of all the goblins pour out of the immediate location, but there are other nooks and crannies. You don't know how many goblins may or may not be in any of those, and you know that the other ones have retreated into the other side of the nooks and crannies. Yeah.
Into the nook or into the cranny? You gotta be specific here.
I'm really feeling like some waffles all of a sudden.
So then it's all getting eerily quiet as things have kind of hidden behind their corners. They're, kind of creatures of the dark. They've doused their torches. They're, kind of in their element, tucked away.
If anyone has torches, start lighting them. Create a circle of light.
Don't be a baby.
There are still, where you guys are, there's still torches. They've doused the torches they're holding, but in the city there's still kind of torches that are lighting the area.
All right. I'm going to say, ready and attack. I'm going to draw them out. And then I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, the sound of footsteps coming around towards them along the walkway in an attempt to feint them. Get them
What's
to...
the range on Minor Illusion?
It's 30 feet.
So you're doing this kind of in front of you for the ones on your side, or are you crossing the bridge?
I think what I'll do is I'll advance 30 feet so that I'm now within 90 feet, and then I'll put it 30 feet in front of me to make it sound like I'm closer than I am.
Okay.
And then I'll tell everybody to ready in action, essentially, to blast the guy as he pops out.
Are you crossing the bridge, or are you staying on this side?
I guess I'm going towards the bridge. The bridge goes around the edge towards where they are, right?
Yeah, they're kind of, they were down a ways, but they were kind of close to a bridge. The bridge is actually a little bit past them, so you can,
I'll approach the bridge.
It'd be maybe 160 feet of walking.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're still a pretty long ways off.
Yeah, they were kind of 160 feet diagonally.
So in that case, Everforth changes his mind, sheathes his sword, pulls out his bow again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and draw them out. I'll advance, and then when I get within, I guess 60 or 90 feet,
Okay.
I will cast the spell.
Okay.
So I'll circle around.
Can I get a stealth check then?
Yes, you can. That would be 10.
Okay. So you're gonna get to
One shot.
one shot.
I can't be surprised. We're in the middle of combat. I can use shield.
They're not gonna, do anything as you approach, but then as you cast the spell, they're gonna continue to not do anything. They're not gonna jump out.
Are they between stone cover? So they're in the nooks and crannies, natural nooks and crannies of the stone walls. They're not behind wood or buildings or anything, right?
The orcs you were looking at were them and their group all went into stone cover, but there is, wooden stuff that other creatures might be hiding. None particularly near you, within the 60 or so feet, or 90 or so feet. There's not a whole lot of wooden cover that you need to be worried about.
How many were there? Did we see in that area?
In that area, you saw the orc that you got, and you saw 3 goblins around him.
Okay. Shall we charge them?
I don't charge. I just
Do
shoot.
it. Can we do it semi-quietly? I mean, I don't want them to know we're coming.
To be fair, we're kind of in the middle of some genocide here. This isn't quite the time for subtlety.
A good point, Everforth.
I can cast sleep, try and knock a few out, and then you guys can run in and mop them up.
I just don't like getting waylaid around corners. Cast the sleep, and we'll engage in some coup d'etat.
So, is there like a cluster of 40 feet or so in which I could expect to find them if they're just like behind stones and rocks and at the edges of caves?
Just aim at a corner.
Because you saw the 3 goblins all pull into the same 10-foot wide opening.
So it
You
could
know.
be a cave that they went down. It's not.
Yeah, they could have continued on, but if they were sticking around to keep eyes on you, they would be right there.
So we get close to the opening. I look back at Mirth and give him the 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger. My action till the spell's been cast and charred.
All right, I'll throw a sleep at that corner,
Okay.
and then yeah. So I'll roll hit dice, or dice for hit points. Oh, nice. 15, 19, 21. 21 hit points of creature's sleepiness.
Creatures is you cast it. Are you going to check?
As soon as I see him do his little diddly diddly dude in the air, I roar around the corner with my cane aloft.
Well, he casts a spell. You hear 3 thuds on the ground as Danyan turns the corner to see 3 sleeping goblins.
Go.
Doesn't see any other creatures in the vicinity.
Good show, man. I need some help here killing these things quietly.
Can we keep one alive?
Just one. So I'll take my cane, separate it out so the sword blade inside of it's exposed, step up behind a goblin, and with 2 hands drive it into the back of its head as hard as I can.
It just dies. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then I, meanwhile, put away my bow again. Draw my sword again. And then I just did one swift motion, just lop off a head.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something wrong with your sword and bow? You seem to be switching between them quite a bit.
Just getting some bicep exercise. Don't worry about it, I say as I quietly pat down the dead goblin looking for a wallet.
If I don't see anything immediately looking to be of worth on the goblin I killed, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna grab anything.
Yeah, there's nothing, they're kind of in rags and leather patchwork. You find 2 silver on one, 4 silver on the other.
Right. Nice. You're rich.
Gik, would you like the honors of awakening the one that we've been asked to keep alive?
Can we maybe tie him up first?
I was hoping for a headlock, but okay. I'll toss my rope to Gik.
And I start to tie him up
Okay.
gently.
You gently tie him up. Okay, and then you're waking him up?
Splash water in
Yes.
his face.
Splash water in his
Question,
face.
does anybody actually speak goblin languages?
Well, they were speaking common just a moment ago,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We heard them speaking.
Yeah, I've heard a bit of common.
Wake up.
What do you want? Oh, God. Oh, what do you... Oh. He's kind of looking at his bed like, oh, God. What is... Who are you? Why are you here?
We're here for the prisoners. Where are they?
Oh, yes. I tell you that the orcs aren't going to be very happy.
Well, you're going to be very dead if you don't tell us.
Oh,
And I'll
God.
take the tip of my blade, since he's tied up, take it really close to his eyeball and say, "Don't piss off the Dragonborn."
Takes me.
Is my attempt to assist Gyek's intimidation.
Can I get an intimidation? Can I get a deception from you, Danyan?
A deception?
Yeah. This goblin has seen kobolds before.
Oh,
He lives
I
with
get it.
kobolds.
I get it.
Danyan isn't deceiving, though. He legitimately thinks he's a dragonborn, though.
Do
Oh,
you?
well, either way, I rolled a 19, and I
Okay.
have
But
a +3 to charisma. So
okay, but I still need to know if it was deception or persuade. Like, do you think he's a dragonborn? Just a small dragonborn?
Daniel legitimately believes he is a midget dragonborn.
Okay.
So that's a 24 persuasion that he's attempting
persuasion.
to use.
Okay. And what was the intimidation roll?
11 plus 6, 17.
Oh, can you roll that with advantage since Daniel is
Oh.
successfully helping you?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm pretty sure that my character knows what a kobold looks like, but it's just
Wait,
assuming that
what?
this is just a deformed dragonborn with a terrible case of something called nyek.
The 17 was better.
Good. Okay. Oh God, this is a small dragonborn. God, you guys, I guess you better to work with you than the orcs. What do you want to know? What do you?
Are your people being oppressed by the orcs?
No, they just run the business. They're better with the money. We just
There's business.
And what is your business?
well we catch slaves. When the people get all, when their attention is low, and we sneak out, and every once in a while we'll capture some slaves and sell them off. And
I have a better question. Who do you sell them to?
oh, I don't know. The orcs handle the selling.
Good. I'll go find an orc. You are no more used to us, I guess. Yuck, would you like
Wait,
to
wait,
blast him with your fire
wait, you
breath?
Where are your current prisoners? We heard one escaped.
Oh yes, yeah. One got away. I don't know exactly how it happened.
And where are the others?
Oh, they're where you guys were coming from, the other way. You'll find kind of an opening to the ocean a bit. It's a cavern, the sea. They're in holding cells near there.
We walked right past them. All right. Yep. Oopsies.
Cool.
And what
okay.
about those hornets? Are those friends of yours?
Oh, is it wasp season again already? No, we try to keep away from those.
All right. You,
I mean,
my friends here, seem to have a craving to end your life.
I would hope they wouldn't.
Is there anything that you could say in your defense? Do you have any skills other than kidnapping and making people slaves that we could, some reason or purpose we could rehabilitate you?
Oh, I'm just trying to
Rehabilitation.
make do. We moved into this cave system not all that long ago. We had to leave the Tintric lowlands where we used to be. This is the orcs helped us out, but this is all we've been able to find work here doing.
in the back behind him, I press the digitation to make him soil himself. And it seems like he soils himself.
His pants just become strangely warm.
Oh God! What are you doing to me?
How did you do that? That's so gross.
I know that was you.
I think Merce had enough of killing. This guy's kind of surrendered, I guess, after we took him out. I think he'd be fine taking him and putting him in the cage where the humans have been taken
Ooh.
in, swapping him out and locking him up and coming back and getting him later. What do you guys think?
So I say let's rescue the rest of the captives.
Mm-hmm.
They're free. They can spread the word to the town that there might be a problem down here. And once they're free, you can take a quick rest and then search out the one captive that seems to have strayed deeper into the mines here. And if we're lucky,
I think they were chasing a person out of the caves. The person was running away from the caves, but we saw the bit of ripped cloth suggesting it was going further deeper into the caves, right?
The cloth, it's consistent with the direction that the prisoners would have been led to their kind of holding cells.
And they were chasing a prisoner out of the cave.
And they were chasing a prisoner the other way.
Yeah, so they were the prisoner was leaving the cave, trying to escape, getting back out to the open, the way we came the last time, right?
Right.
Okay. So I think, yeah, we go get the people out of the cells, we extricate them, and then we go make sure that the person who had escaped is all right as well.
Okay.
And lock the goblin up in its place, in their place.
You guys look like you're thinking a lot. Am I gonna be okay?
You'll not
Uh,
die today. Unless, of course, you've yet to have breakfast, in which case you might die of hunger before your friends find you.
By the way, what's your name?
I'm Tybalt.
Hello, Tybalt. We have defeated you. It is rather total and complete, at least for the moment.
I do feel awfully defeated.
Yes, I have no need to spill your blood, but if you make things difficult for us, I don't think I will really mind too much.
Well, I can show you to the prisoners if that's what you're here for.
Well, Tybalt and the rest of the party go up. I'm going straight behind with a torch, just a little bit. And if there's any sort of bridges or ropes that I see as I'm leaving, I'm going to slash them to try and cause some generalized havoc.
Okay.
Hopefully keep the goblins from following us too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing up.
So if I see a bridge, I'm going to cut at least one rope on the bridge.
Okay.
If I see some ropes hanging down to an abyss, I'm going to slash at them, and even if it's just one slash and weakens it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Most of the
General
bridges,
sabotage.
most of the bridges are these kind of rickety platforms with like stilts below them, but there's all these kind of platforms that raise and lower things between the levels and like to the cave floor and back. Say you can chop down. There's probably 5 or so on the way back to where he's leading you.
I'm just quietly hacking at pieces of wood, weakening them, hoping that an orc will walk by, break it, fall to their death,
Okay.
like you do.
Okay. All right. So then Tybalt will lead you guys kind of back where you came from, back across the bridge, back into that markety area. And then he'll take you down one of the stone corridors. It'll go down a ways, and then it's going to get saltier and more humid as you go down, kind of cold. And you'll hear kind of splashing that's not really kind of haphazard. It's a little bit rhythmic, like maybe it comes with a wave, but then it gets kind of all jumbled up as it gets in there. And he's going to lead you to this opening, and he's going to stop you before you go in there. Let's say, just outside that, just through that tunnel, there'll be these pits that the prisoners are kept in. They've got spikes sticking out of them. And normally we've got some guards there. I don't know if there are guards now. Well, yeah, they hold them there until the boats come in and they load them out of the boats and the boats take them away. And I don't know where the boats go, but that's where the prisoners ought to be. Can Tybalt go now?
Tybalt, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have any doubt that we would be able to slaughter you and all your friends?
No doubt at all. That seems that you've made that quite clear.
Yes. Why don't you save your friends from being dead and tell them to come out here, the ones that are guarding the prisoners?
Oh, well, Tybalt can try.
You don't have to go anywhere. Just tell them that you need their help.
All right.
I'll
He's-
sheath my sword for the record to Rex the cane.
Okay. He's gonna kind of pause, compose himself a bit outside the door, and then he's gonna walk in and say, "We're being attacked. We're being attacked. They're coming from this way. We need to reinforce. We need everyone at the front."
Please stop trusting goblins.
Well, he didn't tell them that we were here.
He's pointing toward a different entrance. So let me see how persuasive he is.
That's not a lie. He is being attacked.
Yeah,
He does
he's
need
just
help.
kind of
It's just the
saying,
direction.
"Oh, that's not great." You sent a goblin to go do your
Deception work.
deception, and let's see how do these.
I figured if we tried to call them, it would probably be worse.
He is gonna, get their attention. He's definitely made a distraction. They don't seem to be convinced. You almost get the sense that it's not just that they don't believe him. It's that even if what he was saying was true, why would they go risk their asses when they could just stay here guarding the thing in safety? But he's definitely made a distraction.
All right, should we just go in and take him out?
Blast him.
All right.
I think this might be a good time to call it for tonight. And we'll see what happens next. But you guys can think about your game plan. And yeah,
Surprise, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
exactly.
just jump out and start blasting.
Okay. Yet cussing is actually strangely adorable. So
It is.
I love it.
It is pretty fun.
All
For
right.
goblins or for kobolds, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
that's true. I
What
do
is the
forget about
lifespan of a
that.
kobold?
Really long, actually. They just don't usually make it that far.
Okay.
I love that. I love that.
Their age of
Lifespan.
majority is like 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they mature really, really, really early, but they say that they can live to like hundreds something years old. But then literally in the DMG it says, but though none of them usually make it that far. Oh shoot, someone's got a phone call.
Sorry. That was my alarm.
Woo, 120 years.
Time to wake up.
The most, don't make
All right,
it past
cool.
10.
There's adults
All
to
right.
age 6. All right, cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was fun.
Okay. Well,
That was very fun.
have a great night.
Good night.
Hey,
Good
night.
thank you for listening. If you like what you've heard and want to support, consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and the rest of it. The gesture may seem small, but it makes a big difference. For more information about the show, you can visit our website at arcaneintelligence.com. If you're interested in chatting it up with the cast and other like-minded enthusiasts about all things RPG, consider joining our friendly Discord server. Links are available in the description. Well, that's it. See you in 2 weeks.